Welcome to Creekside Acre, learn as we grow. Today I want to talk a little bit about what our 2022 growing plans are. We're going to talk about our cut flower garden as well as our food growing gardens. So we have actually been growing food for 15 years, and it's going to be just our second year with a cut flower garden. This year in the cut flower garden, I really am looking forward to growing beautiful flowers. I would love to grow things that last a long time and look beautiful in a vase, and I want to put together bouquets that I can sell from our farm stand throughout the season. Some of the varieties that I want to grow are things like your classics, like zinnia and bachelor's buttons, of course, sunflowers. Something I'm really excited to grow this year are carnations, and it's really important to me that I successfully grow these carnations. It's just a really special flower in our family in general and has a lot of sentimental value. So hopefully I can successfully grow that in the cut flower garden this year. Something kind of new and unique around here that I'm excited about trying out is actually growing loofah or loofah, and it's in the gourd family. If you harvest it at just the right time and you peel it just right, they make those really cool bath sponges or scrub sponges that they're really fantastic and they last a long time, and it's just nice and kind of eco-friendly. So what I was thinking was, if I can successfully grow loofah and maybe connect with somebody who does like homemade soaps and they want to use them in their molds. I've seen some really cool ideas for using the loofahs in homemade soaps in this cool DIY crafty way. So if I'm successful with that, I might be reaching out if you are a soap maker. So stay tuned for that. So yes, definitely some exciting things happening over in our new cut flower garden area. Last year we did do a cut flower garden. We had another project happening at the exact same time that took our attention. It was definitely like a much more high priority project. So the cut flower garden didn't do quite as well as I was hoping, but that's okay. It was our first year. First year is always kind of just the trial and error year, and we learn as we grow. Okay, let's talk about our vegetable gardens. We have 3 raised vegetable garden beds, which seem to like plenty. However, I would love to expand that, and I'm kind of brainstorming some other growing spaces around the property. One thing we are doing, if you saw in my other video, we have currently one of our garden beds dedicated to overwintering some garlic, and I'm really excited to see how that harvest goes. It's my first time doing that amount of garlic over the winter. We do also need to rotate what we've been planting. We've had tomato crops in the same bed for the last 2 years, and it is really important just for pest pressure and overall health of the soil to rotate what you're planting. So this year our goal is just to plant different vegetables in different beds and make sure that we are planting things that we love to eat. I know we do really well with slicing tomatoes, cherry tomatoes, peppers, cucumbers, green beans. We will plant some leafy greens and onions. One thing that I really want to get better at this year is preserving the surplus of what we grow. Anything that we're not eating right away, I want to learn how to preserve it properly to make sure that we can continue using it up after the growing season is over. Something that our family does is we make our own homemade pasta sauce, and it's a family tradition passed on from my husband's family, and it's kind of this fun thing where we buy bushels and bushels from the grocery store, and we make hundreds and hundreds of jars of tomato sauce all in one very long day, sometimes starting the night before. And we've kind of downsized a little bit how often we do it and how much we make at one time. So I was thinking it might be kind of cool to actually grow our own Roma tomatoes for that. So this year I have picked up some Vessi's Roma tomatoes, and I'm really excited to dedicate an entire growing space to growing these tomatoes. And hopefully we have a great harvest where we can actually make our homemade pasta sauce from our own homegrown tomatoes. Okay, so I think that's it for our 2022 garden plans. I am going to definitely be on the lookout for some new growing spaces around the property. I did order some dahlia and ranunculus that I'm thinking of planting in our front beds just to see how that goes. I am definitely looking forward to growing beautiful flowers and enjoying delicious homegrown food again this year.